Coming up on Spectrum, former Speaker of the House, Jim Wright, talks about the influence of his Dear Ivan letters on the Soviet Union. TCU's Dean of Admissions tells us what colleges look for in applicants.
And we talked to students and parents who attended orientation this week. We have the full spectrum now.
From the Schieffer School of Journalism, this is Spectrum.
Hi and welcome to Spectrum. I'm Victoria Shelton.
And I'm Elise Coleman. Incoming students and their parents finished up a 2-day orientation session at TCU with the Essentials Fair Thursday. We asked students what they're looking forward to for their first year.
At the end of the day, incoming first-year student Jacob Warfelt is pleased with his experience at TCU first-year orientation.
It's been really nice. I've met a lot of new people, just learned a lot, got my scheduling all done. It's a nice experience.
For incoming first-year students, orientation helps students learn more about college life and gives them the opportunity to reaffirm their choice to attend TCU.
Campus is really beautiful. It's really close to my home, and they have a lot of the stuff that I like, the major that I really wanted to do. They have a really good program for it, and they have a lot of stuff for after whenever you finish. They have a lot of opportunities for internships and life after college. So.
While students learned about campus life and organized their schedules, family members were given their own orientation sessions.
We listened to some of the professors talk about their classes, the OSAs. Heard all about the campus life and the alcohol. Basically how you can hide the liquor so you don't get caught. No, wait, no, that wasn't it. Sorry, but just kind of learn about what everybody's going to be doing, what to expect for me for paying, what to expect for my daughter. It was very informative and really well done. It was cool.
Upperclassmen at TCU helped run booths at the Essentials Fair, which wrapped up the second day of orientation.
We're telling them a lot about the website and having them sign up for the app, having them sign up to follow us on Twitter, and kind of just telling them what roles that we have open with student media within the department.
Orientation sessions will continue throughout the summer. I'm Elise Coleman for Spectrum.
Many high school seniors are concerned about the upcoming college application process.
We sat down with the TCU Dean of Admission to get some insight. Every year, tens of thousands of students apply to TCU in the hopes of being admitted. We sat down with Ray Brown, Dean of Admissions, to discuss what makes a good applicant.
TCU is considered a selective university. The most important thing to us in the admission process is the strength of the student's curriculum.
TCU received over 18,500 applications for the 1,800 seats in this year's freshman class. Brown said students who took more than what was required, such as honors courses and extracurriculars, stand out from their peers.
But we also want students who are willing to push themselves well beyond minimums.
Academic accomplishments take priority over any letters of recommendation or essays.
Initially, the very first thing I do when I'm reading an application is I go straight to the transcript.
Despite stereotypes, TCU does its best to accept all kinds of people into its student body.
Diversity isn't just race and ethnicity. It is geographic, it is socioeconomic, it is religious. There's all sorts of diversity.
Overall, Brown said the diverse freshman class that he chose will enhance campus life. Reporting for Spectrum, Victoria Shelton. TCU's Mary Couts Burnett Library is preparing to move books off campus as part of a renovation to increase its seating capacity. Brian Ogden is at the library with more.
Thanks. I'm standing here outside the Mary Couts Burnett Library at TCU, where librarians are preparing the interior for renovations. They'll be moving about half the library's print collection off-site to make room for new seating. We spoke with the library's Director of Administrative Services, and he said that while some may see the library as becoming obsolete, he actually sees students getting more use out of it now than they did before.
We're also seeing that students work, as well as professors are assigning collaborative ways of working. And so that's the types of spaces we're starting to grow more and more of. We said, we really need to develop some collaborative computing spaces. And by that we simply meant that we would have, in our case, 2 screens up in one area, as well as the ability to seat anywhere from 4 to 6 people in that space. And our lab with the computing that we had set up in there really didn't allow for that. We had purposely put as many computers as we could into as small space as we could.
While the books may no longer be housed here at the library, students can still access the print collection. All they have to do is go online to the online catalog and submit a request, and the new courier service will return the book on their next trip. The library's goal is to double their seating capacity to 20% of the student population here at TCU. Reporting from the library, I'm Brian Ogden for Spectrum.
Former Speaker of the House and TCU faculty member Jim Wright spent 34 years in politics.
Julia Zakrzewski talked to him about his work with the Soviet Union.
Former Speaker of the House Jim Wright played a significant role in easing tension between the United States and Soviet Union. His 34 years in politics took place during the roughest moments of the Cold War.
It was a tense situation because we didn't trust them and they didn't trust us.
29 years after Jim Wright wrote his famous Letters to Ivan, the Soviet leader asked Wright to take a political risk.
And, asked me if I would want to talk to the Russian people on television.
When asked if his opinion changed since he wrote the letters, Wright said no.
See, it would be hard to criticize somebody talking about trying to find a way to spend their money saving lives, helping people in hospitals, helping educate people, helping sick people, rather than spending so much on weapons to kill one another.
This is Julia Zakrzewski from the Spectrum.
Throughout the summer, TCU offers a variety of camps available to students from 1st through 12th grade. The camps include theater, high school journalism, digital photography, and science. Camp times range from half day, all day, and even up to 2 weeks. To secure your spot, register at lifelong.tcu.edu.
TCU also offers a variety of camps this summer that allow athletes to improve their skills. Many have already been filled. However, there are still spots available for camps later in the summer. These camps include baseball, basketball, football, soccer, tennis, track and field, and volleyball. For more information, go to gofrogs.com and search for camps.
The Texas Ballet Theater is holding a 5-week summer intensive camp for students ages 12 to 21.
The camp helps dancers gain exposure to different forms of dance and improve their skills. Alexis Gendera has more.
Students come from all over the world to experience the Texas Ballet Theater Camp, which is taking place on the TCU campus.
Auditions start in around January, and we tour all over the country at about 10 different locations.
The camp teaches students to sharpen their skills and improve on their weaknesses.
So far I've learned a lot about placement and balance on mostly pirouettes. They've gotten much better. Learned how to not be nervous and a little bit more relaxed.
Dancers gain experience in a new environment and create new connections through the camp.
The best part would definitely just being in the classes and meeting new people.
The camp will continue for the next 4 weeks. I'm Alexis Gandara for The Spectrum.
Thanks for joining us for Spectrum.
For more stories, check out tcujournalismworkshop.com. Bye!